What's going on, Jeromes? We are in the thick THICC of mock draft season, Pro Football Focus. The Vikings frenemies over at PFF. They put out a 3-round mock a couple days ago and wanted to walk through the 2 selections that the Vikings have in day 1, day 2. And I think you're going to like them. I think you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. So, traipsing through the draft. Up at 1, Panthers Stroud. I like Stroud a lot. I think that he's the safest of the big 4 quarterbacks. I think he has a chance to be a star, so I fully understand this one. Texans taking Bryce Young. Yes. Love it. Will Anderson at 3. So if it goes Stroud and Young, 1-2, which I think it's likely, or hell, 1-2 combination of them as well as Anthony Richardson, I think pick 3 becomes insanely valuable. And I think that they are going to get a haul for it. But you can't go wrong with the top edge rusher in this class, especially after they lost Chandler Jones 2 years ago, as well as J.J. Watt retired. Colts taking Anthony Richardson at 4. Big-time upside. You saw the show that he put on at Lucas Oil Stadium. Jim Irsay was just like, let's keep it in the building. So high-risk, high-reward spot. But you look at what new head coach Shane Steichen did in Philly with Jalen Hurts, and I think that Richardson probably going to take a couple years, but I think that he could certainly be that dude if it pans out on that potential. 5, Seahawks taking Tyree Wilson, where, I mean, they could go Jalen Carter in this spot, but edge rusher is a huge need for the Seahawks. Lions taking Christian Gonzalez, cornerback 1 in this. So they get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson as well as Christian Gonzalez in this spot. It's kind of crazy, man. 7, the Raiders taking Will Levis. I mean, if you're the Lions, like, do you think about Will Levis long and hard? Because Jared Goff is fine. Like, is he going to be the future? Don't really know. Falcons taking Joey Porter Jr. I like this one. Him and A.J. Terrell are going to be a really nice duo. 9, the Bears taking Jalen Carter, stopping his draft day fall, where they're going to have to check out a lot of stuff, right? So, the pro day is concerning, but was that part and parcel with him and after the effects of the racing incident? Possibly, probably. So, I don't know. Witherspoon going to the Eagles, that sucks. I hate it. 11, the Tennessee Titans picking up Harris Johnson Jr., helping replace and take the sting out of Taylor Lewan. Pete Skoronski. So first you buy the house, then you buy the insurance. So you got Bryce Young, and Skoronski's going to watch his ass. Although you got Tunsil. So Skoronski can kick inside. Either way, you're good to go. Broderick Jones going to the Jets. The Mekhi Becton experiment TBD, but Jones is a stud. Brian Branch going to New England. Yes, I mean, a do-it-all defensive back from Alabama. Of course, the Belichick-Saban connection is very strong. And also with McCourty retiring, Branch makes a lot of sense going in there. Packers, Luke Van Ness. I hate this one. Because, I mean, their front 7 is already studly, but Van Ness can play anywhere, and he's going to be a problem. Anton Harrison going to the Commies. They never really replaced Trent Williams a couple years ago, but him and Andrew Wiley will be a nice tackle duo. DeJuan Jones going to the Steelers, a bit of a run on offensive tackles. Nolan Smith going to the Lions. So they get Christian Gonzalez and Nolan Smith. Gross. Absolutely disgusting, man. All right, so Nolan Smith as well as Hutchinson, as well as Houston. So that's gross. That's a gross alkaline trio of pass rushers. Darnell Wright going to the Bucks. Donovan Smith, he gone. And then you got Seahawks, Jackson Smith and Jigba, where, I mean, Lockett's starting to age out a little bit, and you do have DK. That's a nice trio there. So the Seahawks get Tyree as well as Jackson. So, I mean, that's a nice combination with their 2 picks. The Chargers picking up Will McDonald Jr. Ooh, spicy. So Bosa's always hurt. Khalil Mack is sort of whatever at this point. And McDonald, I mean, you're betting on traits for sure, but they get a quality edge rusher there. Deontay Banks just seems like a Raven, doesn't he? Yeah, but he stays in state. What is Maryland? It's not the show me state. It's what crab cake state? I'll take that. Vikings taking Quentin Johnson as the wide receiver 2 off of the board. Now, there's a lot of interesting talent still there. You got Zay Flowers there. You got Torrance there. Kalijah Cansey, of course. Edibore, Northwestern. So, I mean, there's a lot of talent still on the board. And I don't think there's any trades in this draft. But the Vikings could be looking to trade down, but I mean, you can't go wrong with Johnson. He's an absolute physical stud, physical specimen, the pride of TCU. He's a yards after the catch monster. And I think that he's a guy that, of this wide receiver class, there isn't really any wide receiver 1s. I could see Johnson being a fantastic high upside wide receiver 2 along with Justin Jefferson. And, I mean, he's going to be that guy, right? And, 6 catches, 163 and a touchdown against Michigan, including that drag that he took a bajillion yards to the house. We don't talk about him versus Georgia. That's for sure. He is a yards after the catch guy, but also, given his size, a lot of the scouting reports as well as a lot of tape, like he doesn't play up to the physicality that his size could, allow him to. So is that something that it just sort of is what it is? That's the type of player he is, or is that something that coaching can get out of him? Don't really know. But getting Quentin Johnson at 23 would be a phenomenal win for the Vikings. Cam Smith, Zay Flowers going to the Giants. Bajan going to the Cowboys. Stanky. Just when Tony Pollard's like, I'm running back one. Oh well. All right, so rest of the way, Torrance goes to the Bills. Kancey goes to the Saints. They had their defensive interior torn apart. Adewari goes to the Eagles. That's gross. That is absolutely gross. Ooh, Dalton Kincaid going double tight ends with Kelsey. I kind of like it. Benton goes early to the Steelers. Ooh, spicy. Michael Mayer to the Texans. Jahmyr Gibbs to the Cardinals. Villa to the Colts. That sucks. Wish he would fall. Tippmann goes. Downs goes to the Panthers. I think Josh Downs is going to go a lot higher than people think. And I think that he may go ahead of Addison. It's possible. JMS going to the Tennessee Titans, replacing Ben Jones, who they let go. Drew Sanders to the Packers. Wait, hold on. So the Packers get Van Ness and Drew Sanders. I hate it. I hate everything with a passion. Kaylee going to the Steelers. Jack Campbell going to the Bucks. I love that fit. Maisie Smith going to Seattle. Damn, man. Chargers picking up Jalen Hyatt. I mean, I get it because Keenan Allen, even they brought him back, is probably on his last legs. Mike Williams is whatever. Josh Palmer, I like. Speaking of Tennessee wide receivers, so long speed for Herbert, yes. Hendon Hooker goes to the Lions. Oh, Hooker goes to the Lions in the pick that the Vikings gave up in the Hockenson trade. So now they get their quarterback of the future. Mouch goes to the Jaguars. Ooh, him and Ben Barsh can hang out. Talk about small Midwestern schools. And protein shakes. Two linebacker prospects I like a lot. Henley and Simpson go to the Giants and Cowboys respectively. Brents is off the board. Sidney Brown lasted there that long. Carl Brooks to the Chiefs. That's a good fit. Third round, Stevenson. There's some really good players that are going to bleed over into the third round. Tank Dell goes to the Saints. Michael Wilson is quietly one of my wide receiver crushes. He goes to the Titans. Tajay Spears as well as Damon Pierce is going to be a really nice 1-2 combination for Houston. I like that one a lot. Antonio Johnson goes to the Jets. That sucks. Foskey goes to the Patriots. Laporta goes to the Packers. What the hell? What is the deal with the Packers getting all these great meat and potatoes players, man? Siaka Ika goes to the Seahawks. Damn. Seattle's taking everyone. Damn. Tyler Scott. Hey, that's what the Dolphins need. More speed at wide receiver. Moro Ajomo goes to the Ravens. Seems like a Raven. And the Vikings go with Clark Phillips. At number 87 overall. Now, I do like Clark Phillips a lot. I love his feistiness. He's super competitive. He is undersized at 5'10", $180. And he's not necessarily the press man cornerback that Flores loves and covets. He's more of a zone guy. But also, he can be used adept as a blitzer. So maybe they kick him into the slot. Maybe he's putting a lot of heat on the quarterback quite a bit. A lot of his draft comps are to Mike Hilton of the Bengals. And, of course, you saw the effectiveness of Mike Hilton blitzing all the time. So Clark Phillips certainly could be a guy like that. Like he's almost overly aggressive, and that comes up a lot on the scouting reports, where sometimes he misses tackles because he's just too busy getting after. Sometimes he bites on play action because he's too quick to come up and make a play. But it's all right. Like you can tamp that down. Like I'd rather have a player who's overly aggressive than one that needs to amp the aggression up. And I do like Clark Phillips a lot. So the Vikings came out of day 1, day 2 with Quentin Johnson and Clark Phillips. I mean, it certainly would not be the end of the world. Then the rest of the way, Herbig, Byron Young. Other Byron Young. Tomlinson goes to the Niners. And, the Niners have all these compensatory picks. Yeah. Damn. So they take 3 studs that I absolutely love. Antonio Mafi goes to the Raiders. But Oluwatimi, I think maybe one of the more underrated center prospects in this class. I know all the love goes to the other Big Ten centers. You look at Tippmann, you look at Whippler, you look at JMS. But Oluwatimi I think is going to be a stud. Ivan Pace Jr., man. That's a fantastic run of picks there for the Niners. But your thoughts are thoughts. PFF's latest mock draft, the Vikings come away with Clark Phillips. You serious, Clark? As well as Quentin Johnson. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts and their thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.